in the province of Tree-Girt-Sea for many, many years has been the tradition of the two-line rule.
Yes.
In other words, if you're going to come up with some sort of clever, hopefully painful filk on something, you are limited to 2 lines.
This song is why.
Yeah, this song is why. The 2-line rule was originally created by Baroness Mistress Sonya of Prague, and as a result of this song. So that's one background for this song, is the invention of the 2-line rule. The other is that at Pensic 20, the province of Tree-Girt-Sea fielded, for the very first time in a really, really long time, a field of fighters. There were 6 of us, as I recall. 5.
Wow, that's a record.
I'm inflating numbers.
Well, this is Chicago after all.
Yeah, right.
Okay, there was one dead guy.
We were. Yeah, right.
They probably registered on gravestone.
No, fuck Haley.
We had all struggled to authorize, literally pretty much struggled to authorize in the summer before, many of us falling dead with exhaustion at the Ravens Lake event earlier in the summer and at other opportunities. And so we were all, young, fresh, brand spanking new, shiny armor, ready to go to war. And we were all very excited to be there. And those of you guys who were at Pensic 20 know that it was like a special, Save It and Take Whistles War. It was a special thing. We were all really pumped to be there. So some of us got there earlier. And about, 3 days in to the land grab thing, Sonya and Alfred get there.
You have to tell about the tabards first.
I have to tell about the tabards first.
no
All right, I'm
sense
sorry.
without
You're
tabards.
absolutely right. It makes no sense. So as part of being stoked, we decided we were going to make tabards. We were going to province tabards. We were all going to wear tabards. So we went to the bleachery and we bought blue, John's laughing at me, blue and white bleachery fabric. And I said, of course I will stitch up 6 tabards for us.
5.
5, ma'am.
5.
Fingers inflating.
It was an honor. It was an honor. Right. Well, I was planning ahead for the next. And Sonya and Alfred had also conned somebody that they knew who had an embroidery machine into making these appliques, because the province's arms, as some of you might know, is a blue pale with apple trees on the sides. Okay, my heraldic language is fleeing me at the moment. So I volunteered to stitch up these tabards. But those of you guys who have bought bleachery fabric in the past know that what's the first thing you need to do when you bring bleachery fabric home?
Wash it 3 times.
I didn't. So I made these very spiffy, wonderful blue and white tabards, and then I said, "Oh my God, they're all dirty and stiff because they're bleachery fabric," and I threw them in the wash. and you can imagine what happened. I pulled them out of the washing machine, and instead of blue and white tabards, we had tabards that were sort of blue in the middle, and then the others were sort of this lovely shade of what we decided was blueberry.
All blue.
And so we said, oh my God, we can't fight in these, well, whatever. We'll use them as serving tabards, and we sort of threw them away. Actually, I still have one. It's still the unwashed version, still laying on my bedroom floor right now. And then we went off to war. And so 3 days into, the land grab thing goes on. Sonya and Alfred get there, and Sonya gets out of the car, and they pulled up, and she comes bopping out of the car, and she says, "You know what? I entertained myself on the way over here writing this thing, and I'm sure it's going to be just really funny, and we'll all have a big laugh about it, and then it will go away." Well, Sonya forgot who she was talking to.
Here we are, 50 years later, it hasn't gone away.
It hasn't gone away. So many of the rest of us took this wonderful verse that I will sing that Sonya wrote and added a couple more verses as war went on, and we sort of decided it was unofficially the province's, marching into battle song. So, and because of the tabard incident and the apples and the blueberry color that they turned out, Sonya entitled this song "The Fighting Fruits of Tree-Girt-Sea." Apples ripe upon their breasts, the weasel lope among their crests, clad in shining blueberry, the fighting fruits of Tree-Girt-Sea. Fighting fruits go off to fight, they get their late, it serves them right. Their armor looks so very stiff, they wouldn't want to get it biffed. Fighting fruits have bumper shoots, they go to war and need their boots. They always panic when it rains, They rust when wet, it gives them pain. Fighting fruits must take a break. To pull a bow, the marshals quake. And every time they aim downrange, it's guaranteed the wind must change. All the stuff inside the tent, stuff in the car, all money spent. To Penzic war, the host is home. Now the fruits are going home.
Aw.